A nation can stockpile all the artillery and aircraft at once, but if its leaders cannot see an attack coming, that hardware is useless. Being strategically blind is far more lethal than being outgunned. India learned this during the 1962 Sino-Indian War. High up in the Himalayas, the military was caught completely off guard by a massive Chinese offensive. The domestically focused intelligence bureau had missed the enemy's mobilization entirely. Strategists call this the Panipat syndrome, a historical pattern where Indian forces, despite their size, are repeatedly blindsided by foreign invasions from across their borders. The 1965 Indo-Pakistani War reinforced the harsh reality. India realized it could no longer rely on traditional diplomacy or internal police to predict external aggression. In September 1968, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and spy master R&AW built a completely separate entity, the Research and Analysis Wing, or RAW. Its structural design was unique. It bypassed all other ministries and reported directly to the Prime Minister. By stripping away bureaucracy, R&A provided a direct channel to foreign developments, closing the window where an invasion could go undetected. That mandate was put to the test almost immediately. When the East Pakistan crisis erupted in 1971, R&A shifted from passively collecting information to running aggressive covert military operations. Indian operatives secretly trained and armed the Mukti Bahini, a guerrilla resistance force of 100,000 fighters. These units infiltrated East Pakistan and systematically dismantled Pakistani logistics from the inside. But their most critical move happened behind a desk. R&AW acquired intelligence pinpointing exactly when Pakistan would launch a preemptive strike. By warning the Indian Air Force of the incoming attack on December 3rd, India had its planes ready to counterattack immediately. The operation culminated in the successful liberation of East Pakistan and the creation of the independent nation of Bangladesh. R&AW had achieved its objective on the global stage. The success of 1971 demonstrated that when covert operations are synchronized with deep intelligence, it is possible to alter the map of a region without relying solely on a conventional large-scale invasion force. To understand how R&AW executes these operations, you have to look at the internal architecture of regional intelligence networks. This diagram shows how R&AW operates with an unmediated civilian reporting structure directly to the Prime Minister. Compare that to Pakistan's ISI, which relies on a military hierarchy where information filters through the army chief. This agility allowed R&AW to authorize targeted counters when the ISI began supporting the Punjab insurgency. The agency established two covert groups, CITX and CITJ, to execute retaliatory campaigns inside Pakistan, which eventually pushed the ISI toward negotiating specific rules of engagement regarding the border. This specific structural mandate allows RAW to operate in the gray zone, where targeted pressure and cross-border counters can be authorized to meet threats without escalating into open, conventional war. But the battleground has shifted. Today, the strategic focus has moved from physical border skirmishes toward digital and transnational warfare. The modern border landscape is dominated by a highly aggressive, tech-forward China. Simultaneously, the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan left the Taliban in control of billions of dollars in advanced military technology right in India's extended neighborhood. To meet these challenges, RAW has pivoted heavily toward technical intelligence, or TechInt. They are increasingly augmenting human operatives with cyber surveillance, satellite imagery, and high-altitude data collection. This tech-centric approach drives RAW's integration into the Quad, the quadrilateral security dialogue between India, the United States, Japan, and Australia. Together, they pool intelligence to maintain maritime domain awareness across the entire Indo-Pacific region. The alliance focuses heavily on protecting critical and emerging technologies. Safeguarding assets like semiconductor supply chains and next-generation communications from hostile actors is now a primary intelligence objective. In a century defined by silent data streams and invisible supply chains, the strength of a nation increasingly rests on its ability to perceive these hidden conflicts long before they reach its borders.